it's Squirrel. It's my Sunday morning stream, and it's going to be fabulous because it's my birthday. Hooray! Let's talk a little bit. Well, I do everything I do in the morning, and then we shall start. It's this birthday dish. Come on, let me type. Come on, Twitch. Come on, Twitch. Let me type, and I don't want to hear myself. Very good. Yes. Good. I'm going to play that. If you look at the header, you will see what I will be playing. Not glorious. That's how it works after all. So let's check the Twitters. And say a little thank you. And then we'll start the game. Because I don't have that much time today. Just because there are people coming over having fun with me. So I will be around for about 3 hours or so. Let's see how far I can get. I have to say, the game you'll see, fuck it. Grim Fandango is my special birthday game. I always play that on my birthday. One day I made it through all the way. Because no one was coming to visit me. Nah. Oh, I forgot. Maybe I should stop my bot, right? That would be helpful. That would actually be helpful to help me keep you entertained while I do my stuff. I actually don't want to update now. Nope. Bot login. Yes. Successfully connected, very good. And my login. Hi. So I have everything set up. Gotta say. Say thank you, and then we gotta say hello to everyone in the stream, or tell some guys about stream. That one GIF is really disturbing, Drunk Mike, but that's okay. What the fuck with all the spamming? No, I don't want to have him as a report, spam, next, block, goodbye. All those YouTube spammers, I don't get it. Not the channel spammers, but oh, wait, I forgot actually to put on my light. It's late, it's early, just get up. Maybe I should put, no, that should be sufficient. Is it? Is it sufficient? Is it sufficient to see my beautiful face? Seems to. Okay, good. Perfect. I like that. I'm gonna leave that open so we can Twitter all the way along. And then we are going to put on recording mode. There we go. Recording mode active. Recording mode enabled. And as you might see, I'm wearing a shirt with no sleeves just because it's hot. And I don't like when it's hot. Enter Grim Fandango. Holy shit. That's loud. And enable Grim Fandango in the game capture. And I actually see that I have... that's not good. I want to start a new game. Perfect. I like that. And now I'm gonna sip it, because the intro is the best thing that ever happened! Sip.
Sorry for the wait, Mr. Flores. I am ready to take you now.
Take me? Take me where?
Now, there's no need to be nervous.
Nervous? No. Just your appearance. It's a little intimidating.
Intimidating? Me? But I'm your friend. My name's Manny Calavera. I'm your new travel agent.
I don't want a new travel agent. I want to go home.
You can't go home, Celso. You're dead. But you're not alone. Everybody here is just as dead as you. That's why we call it the land of the dead. Are you ready for your big journey?
No. What journey?
The 4-year journey of the soul. It is quite a big trip. And I can't lie to you, Celso. It could be very, very dangerous. Unless you were to take that money you were buried with and buy a better travel package from us. I mean, wouldn't you rather cross the land of the dead in your own sports car? Maybe try a luxury ocean cruise? Or, if you led a very good life, you may even be eligible for a ticket on the number 9 itself.
The number 9?
That's our top-of-the-line express train. It shoots straight to the 9th underworld, the land of eternal rest, in 4 minutes instead of 4 years. But very few people qualify. Let's take a look at your records. Well, the bad news is the train appears to be just out of your reach, but I still got a couple of tricks up my sleeve here. Yeah-ha! Yes, that's the ticket. The Excelsior line.
Excelsior!
Yes, she's a beauty. That compass in the handle will sure come in handy, too. Oh, you're going to have a great trip. Wish I was going.
Why don't you? You could give me a lift.
Oh, I can't leave here until I've worked off a little debt to the powers that be.
Community service, eh? Well, I guess there are some folks worse off than me.
Oh, I'll be leaving here soon enough. No thanks to dead and no commission low-life cases like yours, Menso.
Hey, Manny. The boss told me to tell you not to leave early tonight. He wants to talk to you about something when he gets back from his trip.
Tell Don not to worry. I'm not going anywhere. Especially not with clients like that.
So good.
Where do they get these guys? They don't qualify for anything good, so I can't sell anything good. Can't work off my time, and I'm stuck. Stuck selling walking sticks to a bunch of burros for eternity. I need better clients. I need a real saint. I need a lead on a rich, dead saint.
Yeah.
¿Qué es esto?
¿Qué es esto? Pick up. I have to say I like the new point-and-click thingy.
It's some sort of special work order.
To all agents from Office Manager Don Copel.
All right, you boneheads, thank your lucky stars and get to your friggin' cars. We have a mass poisoning on our hands.
Ooh.
Too many dead to assign specific cases, so all clients are first come, first serve. So let's see some hustle out there.
Whatever you say, Jefe.
As I said, I like the new point-and-click mechanic they implemented in the remake. It's not a remake, it's just a remaster, but I think you get my point.
Better take these cards. It looks like a long day of solitaire for me.
Because at first that was only playable with keyboard. And it was a bit of pain. Now we got a card. And you'll see what we do with this card. If he doesn't put it away. Come on, Manny, don't put the card away. Game doesn't automatically save. We'll do that. Thank you, game. Let's just do that right now. Save game on here. Yes. And then we're going to take it to Aether. Hello, Aether. Talk to.
Buenos dias.
Manny, why aren't you at the poisoning?
What poison?
What poisoning?
The Code 3 gazpacho poisoning that everybody's at but you. Why do I send out memos if nobody reads them?
In the German version, it was a chili con carne poisoning just because nobody knows gazpacho over here.
Where was the poisoning again?
Just ask your driver for crying out loud. He'll know.
You'll know. Alright.
I forget. Am I supposed to be somewhere right now?
Manny, do I have to explain your job to you again?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the Manuel Calavera that I know picks up people in the land of the living,
Dead people?
preferably, and he brings them here and tries valiantly to sell them the best travel package they qualify for. If he sells them enough premium packages, our hero will be free to leave the land of the dead. Until then, he and I are stuck here, having the same conversation over and over again for eternity.
Well, enough about me. What's your job like?
Like babysitting, except I don't get to watch TV.
Oh. Poor Ava.
What if we just skip town tonight? You and me, baby.
Well, thanks for the offer, but we'd never make it out of the city alive.
But
In one piece, I mean.
I bet I could get you out if I really tried.
Oh, Manny, look at you. You're a trapped soul and you don't even know it.
Why do some clients qualify for better travel packages?
They led good lives,
Que traes? How do you define a good life?
better than yours and mine.
So what did you do in life to get stuck here?
What I did back in the fat days is none of your business. You know the rules.
The fat days, because they still had fat on their bodies. Any messages?
Any messages for me?
Besides the one about the poisoning,
Yeah.
I only have one other message for you, Manny. I'm not your secretary. I don't take your messages. So get it through your thick skull and stop forwarding your phone to me.
All right. But that sounded more like 4 messages to me.
Sure.
In my heart, though, you're still my secretary.
Manny, what are you talking about? I was never your secretary, even when you were on top. I got one boss, same as you, Don Copel.
Don Cupel. Come on.
Come on, I know you work for another man besides Don.
What are you talking about?
I know you take memos for Hurley sometimes.
Ah, Manny, just beat it, will ya?
Well, I gotta go hit the bricks.
Okay, you show those bricks a lesson.
And you'll see why she was nervous a little later. Where's my card? No, that. Use that. Manny, do it.
Manny, what are you doing?
Just marking cards, honey.
Manny, what are you doing? Do what I tell you to. Alright, let's get to the poisoning, shall we? And to run you had to hold shift. It was a glorious time of gaming. A glorious, glorious time. Let me just check something for a second. Alright. Well, okay. Let's use that.
Hey, who's messing with my stuff? Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't expect sales agents usually don't come over to this part of the garage.
Hey, Dark Messiah! Thank you for joining the Fluffy Tales. You heard Mario say that. Or was it Luigi? I don't remember. I don't know who I'm... Which one I'm having at the moment. I'm Calavera.
Calavera. Manny Calavera.
My name's Gladys. I don't get many visitors. Hey, I got a message for a Mr. Calavera. Your driver said that Mr. Hurley said that he could have the rest of the day off.
Tom sent my driver home?
Yeah, wasn't that nice?
Thank you so much for wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you can stick around another time and have a good day. Wish you a very good day.
Hey, you a driver?
Me? Ha! No. I don't ride them. Just wrench them.
Gladys. Gladys? Is that a German name?
Oh no, my roots lie not in any earthly nation's soil. I am an elemental spirit summoned up from the land of the dead itself and given one purpose, one skill, one desire. To drive! Or to change oil and adjust timing belts if no driving jobs are open.
Of course. Oh, you're gone again. Okay.
Looks like I need a new driver.
Oh, I would agree with that. Yes, you do.
Okay, thank you. This way too. Where is he gone again? Yeah, the bot is talking. Oh no, the bot is talking. Ah!
You want to be my replacement driver?
Me? Oh, no. Sorry, can't. Rules.
Come on, Gladys.
Come on, Gladys. I need you to be my driver.
No, I can't. I'm too big.
Just
You're not
right.
too big. You're just right.
No, they told me again and again. I'm too big to drive.
Ah.
You're not too big. You just have a self-image problem.
A what?
Right.
Repeat after me. I am not fat. I am thin. Women find me attractive.
Hey, I never said I was too fat for the ladies, just the cars. The ladies like me just fine.
Screw the rules.
Screw the rules. Come with me.
No, I don't want to get in trouble again. They said one more strike and I'm out.
You're not too big. The cars are just too small.
Yeah, those dang compact cars. Hey, that gives me an idea. I could alter your car just a bit with just a quick torch job to let out the seams, you know? But I'm not allowed to modify the cars without a work order from upstairs. I could lose my job.
A work order, huh?
Yeah. I can't torch anything bigger than a cigarette without one of these signed by the boss himself.
The
Hey,
balls.
that's my line. Getting people to sign. Back in a snap.
Yeah, too small. I'm not too big. Everything around here is just too small.
Yeah, but we can't do anything with that work order at the moment. Because I'll show you why. It's actually that I know this game like backside of my hand, although I know the backside of my hand not even as good as the game. Look at the backside. It's a nice backside.
I've got to get this work order signed.
Give to Eva.
Eva, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, I've got Manny Calavera out here to see you.
Didn't I say no interruptions today?
Sorry, Cal. Maybe tomorrow.
That's too late.
Oh yeah, like you're going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm going to discuss gazpacho poisoning. Oh, I really had to do the Spanish accent here. Would be very annoying for you people after some time. All the Spanish accents. I love the music. It's just so good. It's so good. Take some Juan de Patos.
Since I really didn't get to celebrate the festival this year, I think I'm entitled to a little pan de muertos.
Pan de muertos. Certainly. To the clown.
Hey, what's going down, clown?
Hey, back off, suit. I'm practicing.
Practicing what?
Wringing your neck. What does it look like?
Twist me up one of them, huh, fella?
Yeah. Twist this, all right?
Bet you can't do a cat.
Shows what you know, buddy. I can do anything. I can do birds, amphibians, famous poets. Go ahead. Name one.
What should we do? Dingo with a worm? No, let's take Robert Frost.
Trying to stump me, eh? Ta-da!
That's more like Sherlock Holmes, buddy. That's fine. I'll take it nonetheless.
My kid wants another balloon animal.
Jeez, what now?
That worm.
A dead worm.
Heck, that's easy. There's no limit on those.
Thank you. Oh, no. But wait. Talk to him again,
My
because
kid wants another balloon animal.
Jeez, what now?
we need another one.
Do you have any more dead worms back there?
Well, sure.
Thank you. That away, and then we have to do something else. Namely... going back here. No, forgot something. Hi, kind of fiction. Is that a kappa again? Or have you actually never seen that before? Anyway, let's change.
It looks like Don's rigged his computer to automatically answer his intercom.
What shall we answer with? Oops. Just sign it yourself, will you?
I'll just change his auto response here.
Ah,
There you go.
cripe, Saber, just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy.
Perfect. Heyo, thank you. Thank you for subscribing on the fiction. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Love. Talking so much. Can't be around for too long. It's nearing. Oh, I understand that. Have a good night then. Or have a good night when you leave, whenever you do that. I have some of the boobies for you. Thank you. Hope it will be a good birthday. I'll be trying to have one. Never know. Friends coming over. Should be good. Where is my work order? Here
Gotta
it
get
is.
this work order signed. Eva, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, Mr. Calavera has something out here that he says he needs your signature on.
Ah, cripe, Saber, just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy.
You'll have to excuse him, Manny. It's probably a really hard crossword puzzle he's got in there today.
Alright.
Eva, I'm impressed. I had no idea you had this kind of power.
Well, we all have our secrets.
You'll get to see the creepy poisoning then. That always creeped me out as a kid. Because the humans are so creepy.
They say black is slimming.
I'm driving! Yeah! I'm driving!
Por favor. I could have walked faster than this.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Híjole, I'm gonna miss the poisoning.
So creepy.
Domino.
Do we really look like this to humans?
The living still give me the creeps.
Me and you, brother. Me and you. The game is silly as fuck. Still one of the best adventures you'll ever see. Ellie. Ew.
It's the fear of death that makes monsters of us all. Scaring the living is technically against the rules, but we all do it.
So creepy. Yeah, let's get this done, shall we? Let's free. Actually looks like I don't know. Hitchcock? Let's free Hitchcock.
Nice bathroom.
Where would we be without games that look silly?
But we offer several travel package upgrades if you care to.
Cut the yap. I want something cheap where I can get some rest. Now that's it.
Ay, ay, ay.
You know, Manny, I could make this car a little faster if you wanted.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, slam the front into the weeds, tub the rear end, dual blowers popping out of the hood.
You'll get plenty of rest this way, Mr. Martinez, and you'll be safely padded by the foam created when these two chemicals mix, like this.
On second thought, I want to upgrade my package.
You can't.
Sorry, Bruno, but you didn't qualify for anything better. But here, have this complimentary mug.
No, wait. Can't you find me something where I can move my legs?
Nope.
You know I'd like to, Bruno, but my boss is a real hard-ass.
I gotta be a hard ass when I got lazy sickle wavers like this jolly boy working for me. Manny, you couldn't find a sale at a yacht club.
I got a sale right here.
I'm talking premium sales, Calavera. Like the kind Domino makes.
How am I supposed to make premium sales with the scumbag clients you're sending me?
Hey! Now you're blaming the clients? I've had it with you, Manny. If you haven't bagged a premium before the next sales report comes in, you're out! Out on the street, no job, no way to work off your time. Just your fancy suit and your big smile and a whole lot of time to kill.
Fuck you, boss.
Who you calling a scumbag? Why, I oughta...
I'm sick of waiting around for a good lead. Like it's gonna fly in here tied to a brick. It's time to take one.
Yeah, let's actually take one. Let's have some good old mischievery going on. Oh, look. His office is open.
Well, at least you're not hitting the bottle anymore. Hey, Callie, how you doing?
So, how'd you make out of the poisoning?
Well, let's just say that Sister Calabaza has a secret passion for trains.
You got a nun?
Hail Mary.
And you sold her a ticket on the number 9 train.
Choo-choo, little buddy. Say, how'd you score?
I got 2 nuns.
I got 2 nuns, actually.
Hey, that reminds me of this really funny joke.
Heard it. I want to ask you a question.
Shoot, slugger.
Is it hard to kiss up to the boss so much when you got no lips?
Hey, I got all the lip I need. I get it from you.
True.
Can I have one of your clients?
Sure, Cal. Just as soon as I get one I think you could handle.
I can handle anything you got, especially if that's your best right jab. Why do you get all the good clients?
You're asking the wrong guy. You should be taking a good long look at the man in the mirror.
No thanks. I don't enjoy that the same way you do.
Have a good night, Candy. Have a good night. See you around.
What did you do to get this job?
You mean what's my secret to success?
No, I mean how did you screw up and get stuck here at the DOD? What sin did you commit and how long are you gonna have to work here to pay it off?
Well, I could easily ask the same question of you.
But I don't know the answer. I still don't know what I've done.
Well, how convenient. Then, neither do I.
I want to tell you something.
Good. Go on and let it all out, Manny. There's no reason for you to be afraid of me.
You know, this used to be my office.
Yeah, I know. I found your name on some comic books in the desk.
I want my office back.
Don't worry, you'll have years and years to enjoy it after I get promoted out and you're still here.
I think you're up to something.
Yeah, I'm up to about 4 premium sales this week.
I think we should team up. Be partners.
Oh, Manny, I would, but I'm too intimidated. I could never be partners with someone who was so much more of a man than me.
Oh, come on. I've seen your wife. I want to punch you in the mouth.
Oh, no, not the Christmas party all over again.
What happened at the Christmas party?
Blacked out on the whole thing, huh? Maybe you should switch to lemonade, kid.
Well, you sound pretty out of breath, so I'm gonna blow.
Always a pleasure, Cal.
Answer the happy birthday wishes. Where do we have to go? Where do we have to go? Alright, downstairs. I'm actually hungry. Let me get something to eat. Let me get something to eat, and I'll take a short break, and then I'll be back and eat with you guys. So, see you in a bit. I'll let the music run, just for fun. And we're back with some food, hooray! Just had to take a break just because you don't see my booty. I should actually start and wear pants during streams, but I don't like it anyway.
Your fancy suits and your nose holes way up in the air, sticking your empty beer bottles down the message tubes. How fancy is that? Huh? Don't you boys upstairs realize the tube switcher is a sophisticated and delicate piece of machinery? Huh? You think you're better than me? No. Good.
Yeah. And he actually tells us where to go next. With the keyboard you always had to align him so he watches the right direction, which was a bit annoying. Just because you could actually use like 4 worms on the same one just because he was looking at the wrong direction just in the right moment. Anyway, we're going back up again. And going to our office and be sad for a bit. Having fun with tubes.
Look out below.
Sound good.
Should actually think that a 29-year-old man would be able to eat his breakfast without spotting himself, but
Server's down again.
What else is new?
apparently that's not a thing for me. Oh well.
Locked an open door. Strange, yet symbolically compelling.
Oh, not again! You trying to blow this joint sky high? That's a magnesium compound fire extinguisher. Spray that on this packing foam and we'll both be riding the giant Roman candle out of here.
What? Why would they put something so dangerous in here?
I guess they didn't expect this room to be full of hazardous waste. Good enough for government work.
That was actually another tip, and you'll see why in a second. Because if we go in here now and pick out our card and use it in here and get ourselves a big fat premium.
Mercedes Colomar, client number 9308, blah blah blah, died of chickenpox, time of death, yada yada yada. Aha, positive attributes, volunteered time, reading stories to dying children. That's good. That's really good. I think you're it, Mercedes Colomar. I think you're the one for me. Gladys, are you loco? What got into you? That was a company car.
Oh yeah, and it's even better company now. I'm in.
Another company car anymore.
Buenos días.
You're not the nurse?
No?
You're not here to give me my medication?
No, but I am here to ease your pain.
Guess they couldn't save me, huh?
No. But there's still a chance you could save me.
Thank you so much, Selfie.
That's a lot of responsibility, Mr. Calavera. What makes you think I've been all that good?
Miss Colomar.
Meche, please.
Meche. I can see it in your face and in your file here, where it says you're entitled to a first-class ticket to... Nowhere? What?
Did I do something wrong?
Not according to your bio. It was spotless. At least the part I read was.
I'm not sure I like the implication, Mr. Calavera.
Having breakfast as well, Selfie? Because I sure do, and I'm enjoying it.
The only implication here is that I'm fired.
Is it something I did?
Are you sure you're Mercedes Colomar?
Yes. Would you like to see my birthmark?
Sure. Where is it?
It's wherever you guys put my skin.
Anything about your past you haven't told me?
Quite a bit, considering I've told you nothing.
Did you kill much when you were alive?
Very little.
So how late is it for you? 8? 8:30? How late is it for me? 8:30. 9:30.
Never killed anybody?
I have to confess, I never killed anybody.
9:30, so it's 8:30 for you, I think. Should be.
Not even a teensy bit of killing?
Maybe I just wasn't trying hard enough.
Were you a big shoplifter?
Well, they accused me of it once.
Really?
But it wasn't my fault. That puppy followed me out of the store.
Oh.
So you're in the UK, right?
Mean to animals?
Oh no, I love animals. Once, when I was volunteering at an animal shelter,
Just stop right there. Ever cheated on your taxes?
I've never paid taxes in my life.
Aha.
I've never made enough money to be taxed. You know, it's mostly been all volunteer work.
Yay, I got it right. I always love when I get things right. My brain
Ever
is like a
cheated on your
big
husband?
garbage
Mr.
pile.
Calavera, there's no ring on my finger.
There's no skin on it either.
I guess you'll just have to trust me then.
Litter?
Oh, Manny, is that the best you can do?
Work with me, Meche. Give me some dirt.
Well, I could do something bad right now if that would help.
Wouldn't count. Sorry. I give up.
Don't say that, Manny.
You know what I have to do? I just have to go straighten this mess out.
Sorry to be so much trouble, Mr. Calavera.
It's no trouble. But please, call me Manny.
I'm sorry I let you down, Manny.
Well then.
Hey, Funny Bones! In my
Another
office
cutscene.
now! You vandalized company property in order to obtain secret information so you could take your illegally modified company car and your unregistered driver and run domino here off the road! All in order to steal a client from her legitimate agent!
There's nothing legitimate about this place. You give all the good clients to Domino.
Manny, now I'm embarrassed for you.
You've embarrassed the whole office. I'm going to call the woman in here so you can apologize to her yourself. Ava, send in Ms. Colomar, please.
She left about 15 minutes ago, sir. She said she had a long walk ahead of her and she wanted to get started.
Walking? She had a ticket on the number 9. Why does she think she has to walk?
That's the best package I could find for her.
Now you see why I give all the good clients to Domino. That woman was a saint and a shoo-in for a double-end ticket that she's not going to get because you just couldn't find it. And now, because of your little stunt, she's out there, on her own, walking by herself through the petrified forest, facing the demons of the underworld, alone and unprotected. This is her reward after a lifetime of hardship. and
Thank you for
public service?
subscribing,
Her destiny stolen by some
Sakiyach70. I hope I spelled that right.
looking for a fat commission he didn't deserve. Get in there and stay put until the boys downtown tell us what they want done with you. Someone's gonna take the fall for this Calavera, and it ain't gonna be me.
I think it's Sakiyach. If I'm wrong, tell me please.
Hey, is anybody out there?
So, Manuel, have you thought about what you have done?
Yes, I'm thinking about getting out and getting even.
I'm thinking about getting out and getting even. That's it.
The only way out, Manuel, is to be taken back in. If you are truly still loyal to this company, declare it loudly. The management might hear and stick you right back in their fold.
The DOD runs a crooked game, and I intend to prove it.
You would do that? That
Yes.
could cause this agency a lot of trouble.
I don't care.
I'm gonna blow the lid off this place.
Young man, you are an enemy of the Department of Death. Welcome to the club. Salvador Limones and guest.
Where are you taking me?
The headquarters of the LSA.
LSA?
The Lost Souls Alliance. We're a small group, Manuel. We're always looking for new soldiers.
Not to be mistaken for the NSA, of
What
course.
exactly?
We need help in our intelligence unit. You know Eva, of course.
Manny?
I was once a Reaper like yourself, Manuel. But I uncovered a web of corruption in our beloved Department of Death. I have reason to believe that the Bureau of Acquisitions is cheating the very souls it was chartered to serve. I think someone is robbing these poor, naive souls of their rightful destinies, leaving them no option but to march on a treacherous trail of tears, unprotected and alone, like babies, Manuel, like babies.
What's your evidence?
That's where you come in, Manuel. Or should I call you Agent Calavera?
Manny suits me fine. I'm not looking to join any military organization, Sal. I just want my job back so I can work off my time and get out of this dump.
Well, you won't even be able to get out of this city without my help. Which means, of course, you won't be able to find that woman and you'll never get your job back.
Oh, damn it.
You're ready to join the cause, Manuel. Come talk to me. We might be of some use to each other.
Do I have to? I guess. Alright. Let's talk to Sal.
Open that door, Sal. I got places to go.
Does that mean you're ready to join us?
Okay, I'm in. What do I have to do?
I'm going to build an underground army of souls to fight the injustice I have seen in El Marro. Communication will become vital as the Lost Souls Alliance spreads out. We'll need messengers we can trust.
You want me to be your messenger?
No, Manuel. Our numbers are small and our agents are too valuable to risk that sort of work. History shows only one messenger to be of use to a cause like ours. Carrier pigeons.
Carrier pigeons. If I grab some pigeons off the roof.
If I grab some pigeons off the roof, will you let me go? No, I need to raise them from birth, Agent Calavera. I need you to bring me their eggs.
What?
You're keeping me here because you need the eggs? Why are you still here, Calavera? Go get me an Air Force before it hatches.
Alright.
I'm off. Farewell, Agent Calavera. And ¡Viva la Revolución!
Alright.
So you're not really a secretary.
I'm a spy, Manny.
Well, that's the last time we used that temp agency. Any messages for me?
Yes. Join or die.
But I'm already...
Again!
Eva, you gotta get me out of town.
So good.
They're gonna sprout me.
You can't leave, Manny. We need access to the DoD computer network if we're ever gonna find out what's going on. And we can't access without a salesman like you. The computer IDs you when you log on.
How does it do that? Fingerprints? I don't have any.
Your teeth, Manny. Haven't you ever noticed your computer scanning your teeth when you log on?
I thought that was just a power search.
We need your teeth, Manny. We can't let you go. Sorry.
Doesn't Cabal wonder where you are?
Don and Domino were both locked up in Don's office with some bigwig from downtown. Some fatty in a fez.
Who is the fat man, I wonder? And how does he fit into this sinister puzzle?
We'll find out eventually.
How long have you been a spy?
Salvador recruited me about a year ago. I couldn't resist him. He's just so noble.
What are you working on there?
I'm trying to get this radio working so we can use it in the field, but it looks pretty hopeless. Salvador's right. We need good old-fashioned homing pigeons to communicate with our field agents.
You have field agents?
No, it's just Sal and me right now. But someday, Manny.
So, you won't help me out of here?
Sorry. I'll help you out, but not your teeth. Think it over.
Alright. I'll get you everything you want. Cheap buggers. Cheap buggers. Let's go up here first. Get all the stuff from the rooms. Have I told you that I love the music? Because I do.
Dom's office is empty.
Get in there, Agent Calavera. And we'll open that.
What the?
Just so you don't wonder, because I know this
It
game.
looks like a glowing hunk of coral.
Know every part of this game. What to do. Because I played it so much, because it's so good. And down falls that, and we pick that up.
Ugh, Domino had this in his mouth.
Ugh. Domino spit. Do skeletons have spit? I don't think so. I don't actually think so. But I could be mistaken, of course. I'll pick that up. And put it here. And then we're gonna get... yeah, that's what I wanted. The coral.
Congratulations, Domino, on your new job, Hector.
Who is this Hector?
I wonder if that's how Domino meant it to be used.
Probably not, Manny. But we are going to use it that way. So it's all good. And we're going to use it to get up there. So how is everybody on this fine morning? Manny? Manny, please? Manny? Thank you. Thank you, Manny. Because I'm great. And I hope you're great too. Ugh, pigeons. Get some pan de muertos. Good as always. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. It's good that you're good. Lots of words. I think I did something wrong right there just now. Yep. God damn it. I have to get another pan de muertos.
Hey, watch it.
Because I made an error. And I have to wait until they fly away. So let's do it. My birthday coming up in 3 days. Oh, that's nice. I'll be sure to wish you a happy birthday once that comes up. 3 days, so that's on Tuesday?
Maybe that will scare them. Eventually.
Tuesday or Wednesday. Depending on whether you count today as day as well. Blup. Oh, while I am down here, I can go in here. Actually, as you get older,
Hey, what did they do with Glottis?
birthday somehow becomes a strange phenomenon.
Fill a dent. Good for dents, great for dentures.
Wednesday, alright. I'm gonna wish you a good one on Wednesday.
Wow, that made a perfect impression of my teeth. And like quite a chalky aftertaste too.
Because it's bad luck to wish happy birthday up front. Not that I'm someone who actually believes in something like that, but you know. Don't want to fight
I just
fate.
take a little more bread to honor the dead.
Oh, we got that. No. Sure. You're a good person after all. You deserve that. Alright, go back here. Come on, Manny. Run. 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 It takes so long, Manny. Yes, pan de muertos. Put that on here. Hi, Maniac Kanto. Oh, don't say something like that, Selfie. Makes me blush.
Yeah, beat it, you lousy little ledge pickers.
It makes me blush. How are you today, Maniac
You must
Kanto?
come with me, young ones, for I am the Grim Reaper.
Yes, the Grim Reaper. Let's go down. Dum, 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 dum. I'm so tired. Should have slept a little longer, but I wanted to entertain you, so there's that. I can only have one of those.
Got something here that might interest you.
Ooh. And we're done with that part as well. I'm on a roll. Give that to Eva.
Manny, this looks like a perfect impression of your teeth. We can use this as a mold to make a fake set of teeth and get into the computer system that way.
Good work, soldier.
Thank you. I'm always glad to help the cause. That to sell.
Check these babies out. Excellent, Manuel. With these, I can breed an entire army of winged messengers. Our revolution can spread now across the land, carried on the shimmering wings of justice, thanks to you, Agent Calavera. You are a friend of the revolution, Agent Calavera. And now, let me be of service to you. You must go to the town of Rubalcaba, my friend, if you want to find your lost soul. How do you know where she is? I don't, but everyone who wants to get to the Ninth Underworld must cross the Sea of Lament, and therefore must go to Rubalcaba to get passage on a ship. As long as you get there before she does, you'll find her. But it may be quite a wait. I'll wait as long as it takes. Manuel, are you in love with her? Love? Love is for the living, Sal. I'm only after her for one reason. She's my ticket out of here.
I don't think so. I think Manny likes her a lot.
That was some tunnel. I'm all the way to the edge of the petrified forest.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to take a short break and then I'll be right back. Should be not more than 10 minutes. I'll leave the music running for you so you have some entertainment while I'm gone. So see you in a short time and I'll be back. And we're back and live, and welcome everybody. Oh, Selfie's still here. Hi, Selfie. Oh well.
Gladys, my friend, why are you crying?
Manny? Oh, Manny, they fired me!
Me too, buddy.
You don't understand, Manny. I was created just to do that job. It's the only thing that makes me happy. It's like they reached into my chest and pulled out my heart and threw it into the woods to...
Gladys, what have you done? Oh, Gladys.
It's actually pretty hard to have a stream on your birthday, just because everybody is wishing you all the best and something like that, and people calling, and you have to answer that. Which is what I just did. Yeah. Some people will not stay if you do that, I guess.
Oh, no. Ooh, ick. Shoot!
Phew.
I guess I could always use a spare.
Take some bones.
I like to save bones for special occasions.
Let's take some bones with us.
I don't need any more. I'm practically made of them.
Okay. If you want to use bone just to...
Soup's on.
Want to use your
You don't
bones?
seem very interested in that bone I put in there.
And one more. That away. We're doing something funny. There it goes. Yes.
Oh, poor spiders. No more demon heart to eat.
No. Demon spiders are even more terrifying than normal spiders.
It's still beating.
And there he goes.
Heart. Heart is good. Be good to heart. Don't tear out heart. Heart is good. Strong, beating, good heart. Hey, is that my car?
Of course it is.
Mr. Lamont, I assure you the missing woman will be found. I will personally track her down myself.
Just like you personally picked her up from the land of the living.
That was my intention, but Agent Calavera somehow got to her first.
We gave you the fastest car, Domino. We gave you all the best clients. You had all the advantages. So how was this Calavera able to sneak in there and eat your lunch? Oh, now, Hector, you can't get too mad at Domino. That wasn't his fault. Oh, I can, Dom. You should know I can get too mad. But not at Domino. After all, he wasn't in charge of this operation. At least, not until now. Hector, no!
Routed.
Marigolds. Funny. For some reason, I was expecting tulips. Well, maybe Mr. Calavera, eh, Domino? Why don't you personally go down to the basement and escort him up here? The sooner he's sprouted and we can get back to business, the better.
Wanna go for a ride?
I thought you'd never ask.
And I'll support the witches on Twitter. No, we actually want to exit and pick that up. Just because we need something. We need to do something with it. Ah, words. Words today. But I'm never gonna do words. I'm not gonna tell that. And we have to plant it here. Question mark? I think it was on this. Got it right first time. God, I remember everything in this game. It's just so good. Can't stop playing. Can't stop playing it. Come on, man. Run over here. Run over here, man. Do that.
Híjole, mano. What sort of unholy Christmas tree farm is this, Gladys? Gladys?
Manny, check out this wheelbarrow, will ya? With a couple of ATV nubby tires on the back and a 2-stroke lawnmower engine, we could make one sweet go-kart.
So stupid. Well, this is the only thing that I'm going to do with the keyboard, just because it's nearly impossible to do with, well, clicking. Got it right first try. No, I haven't got it right. Yeah. Yeah! Look at that. That's only possible if you are using the keyboard, because clicking doesn't really work with that.
Ooh, careful, Manny! With the harmonic balancer turned off, those pumps might shake that tree apart. Oh, but... Oh! If we shook the tree down, those pumps would dislodge, and I could make high-lift shocks out of them for the bone wagon.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. I'm going to unbalance that wheel with some of these weights. That'll shake her down for sure.
I'm glad it makes you laugh.
Okay, just give a second to balance these doggies.
It's my favorite game of all time, I think. Just so good. Such a good adventure. And Gladys is just the best.
Manny, until now we scraped along the ground like rats. But from now on we soar. Like eagles. Like eagles on... pogo sticks!
What a relief. I was getting concerned that our transportation wasn't ostentatious enough.
Get in! Or are you afraid of heights?
I am. Well, we're going over here. And down here. If we can actually manage to get around that thing. Sure, let's drive around instead of just down.
Manny, I'm scared of that sign.
Exit. Well, let's look at the sign. Pick up key.
It looks like some sort of warning sign. They'll tear you apart bone by bone and build with you a human throne. Their buck-toothed king will sit upon what once was you, but now is gone. This key unlocks the gates of hell. Steady traveler, use it well.
Yes.
Can't pass up an old creepy key.
I actually think that most of my favorite games are adventures, just because they're so funny and good most of the time. At least. Come on, Claudius. Oh no. Yeah, I need that, but not now.
Manny, what are you doing? Don't you know what's on the other side of that gate?
Yeah, the way out of the forest.
Demon beavers, Manny. They'll make you into a dam.
Relax, Geppetto. I'm not made of wood.
But Manny, they don't use wood.
Demon beavers. And back in again. Because now we're playing Shoot the Beaver. Actually, to use keyboard to pick my gun. Fire! And then we're gonna spray them with fire extinguisher. Because apparently that works. Throwing the bone, get out the fire extinguisher. Shoot the fire extinguisher. Extinguish a beaver. Beaver, not beaver. It's beaver in German. Spray. I think it's one more. No, we're done. Alright. Beaver is gone. Open the door to safety. Or to the next chapter.
This outer gate is huge. I'll need Glottis to open it.
Manny, I don't know if I like driving over people.
They can't feel it, they're dead.
You're dead. I wouldn't want to drive over you.
That's because you and I, Glottis, are friends.
Aw, Manny. Hello? Miss Colomar! We're here to save you!
Hey, lay off the racket, the whole town's asleep.
But I want a drag race! When they get a load of my car, we're gonna be the talk of the town!
You're right. We're gonna have to find a good place to hide that road show.
Talk of the town.
I wonder if Mitch is here already. I'm gonna go see what I can stir up. Not a bad piece of real estate, actually. It's got potential.
save again, shall we? Go over here first.
Ooh.
Yeah, tourists. You gotta watch your step around here, stranger. Rubicava ain't the quaint little port town she used to be. Well, hell, looks like there's a new vessel in town. Pardon me whilst I go check her out.
This brings up so many memories. Hey!
Mr. Flores, I'm ready to take you now.
Manny Calavera. Is that you? Didn't you used to be taller?
I'm here to reclaim that walking stick.
I broke it over the head of some hideous monsters in the forest.
Fair enough.
I'm looking for a woman named Mercedes Colomar.
Well, no one's come through town by that name, and you can take it from me. I, too, am looking for someone, so I watch the comings and goings around here very carefully.
Who are you looking for?
Well, if you must know, it's about my wife. I got word that she passed away not long after I, and that she, too, was crossing the land of the dead on foot. It is said that all lost souls come to Rubicava, so I came here to wait for her.
You must love her very much, also.
Yes, this is true. Of course, she also has all of my money.
Of course.
How do you know your woman hasn't gone ahead of you?
Oh, Manny. If she had arrived here first, surely she would have waited for me.
Can I say I also like those old-time get your food out of something places. I don't know how they were called. Didn't have them. So if you know what these things are called, tell me. I want to know.
I'll help you find your wife. What did she look like?
Oh, here. I got this from the DOD and made copies to hand out. Isn't she something?
She must have been beautiful with skin.
Weren't we all?
So, know a good place to stay in town?
What's your price range?
Somewhere around the high end of nothing.
Then maybe, young man, it's time you started thinking about a job.
Can you give me a job here?
Have any skills?
Sales?
Well, that does qualify you for a certain position, but we only have one mop. I'm sorry, Manuel. I've got to get this place ready to open.
Right. I'll let you know if I see your wife.
She'll be the one asking for her beloved Celso.
Oh, Celso, you lowly fool.
Well, actually, it's mostly stock with a few mods here and there.
So, would those be glass packs I'm hearing, or turbos?
There was this one high-pitched whine it was making, really grating noise, you know? And I searched and searched, but I couldn't find the source of the noise until we pulled in here.
Was it the blower?
No, it was Manny screaming in the back like a cat tied to a cruise missile.
That's a good one.
Hola.
Hey, Manny, Dockmaster Velasco here says he's got a place we can dry dock the bone wagon for a while.
Oh, yeah. We can't leave a beauty like this out in the fog, or her chrome will get pitted.
Pitted? Did you hear that, Manny?
You folks gonna stay in Rubicava for a spell?
We're here looking for a woman named Mercedes Colomar.
I'm not too good with names. Did she have any distinguishing marks or a tattoo?
Not that she showed me.
Well, like I said, I'm as good with names as you are with the fog.
I might be here a while. Is there any work in this town?
Well, there's lots of work down at the docks, but it's all union work. And I just don't see you in that union.
How do you get around here with all the mist?
When you've strolled these docks as long as I have, Pilgrim, you know where you are by the smell of the sea, by the sound of the lonely foghorn, by the icy touch of the cold, salty air.
Wow! Manny, could I have an eye patch?
Can I just ask, what is under the eye patch? Because I know it's not an eye.
Oh, well, when I was alive, I had an eye patch like this. This one's just for the phantom pain. And that one eye socket used to scream like a banshee when the trade winds blew, so I plugged her.
Hey, Manny, we were in the middle of a conversation here.
Hey, okay.
Don't be like this, Claudius. God.
Ever seen this woman?
Oh, if this is the woman you're looking for, take my advice. Forget about her. She sailed out of here weeks ago in a cozy portside cabin built for two. And she wasn't alone.
How do you know she sailed out of here? I don't believe it.
It's a tough break, Junior, but you gotta face it. Here, look it up in my port log if you want it in writing. 6 weeks ago on a Tuesday. Ticket for two, paid in full. I cracked the champagne on the bow myself.
Hey, Manny, we were in the...
Hey.
Look, I know how you feel, son. Once I lost a very special lady myself. I waved to her from the docks as she sailed out of port, and I never saw her again.
What was her name?
The SS La Mancha was her name, but don't make me talk about her, because I...
Oh, Velasco, you're a little bit chop. Alright, let's tell Celso about his cheating wife. And then we are done with the chapter, but we are going to play on just because it's only 10:30 and I have time until 12, so...
Celso, your wife sailed out of here 2 months ago with another man.
1 hour and a half of Grim Fandango goodness coming up.
It's all in there.
Oh, Manny, is there a greater constant in nature than the treachery of women?
Forget about her, Celso.
Have you forgotten yours? I'm going after her. You take over my job here. This mop at least will never let you down. That compass in the handle will sure come in handy too.
Hey, boss. You gonna come downstairs? I got a customer asking for you.
You know I don't like to mingle with the customers.
Well, you may want to mingle with this one. She sounds like your type.
Who could that be?
Well, looks like a quiet night in old Rubacava.
Meche. No, don't go out again. Go in here. Some fun in your room. That's right.
My wartime communications from Salvador. He's been sending me messages like this for the last year.
Agent Calavera, I have word that you arrived in Rubacava safely. This is great news, as your service to the LSA may now continue. I am pleased to report the successful hatching of the eggs you liberated. The hatchlings, which Eva has named Manny and Meche, are quite healthy and eager to serve our cause. With luck, my next letter will be borne to you across the sky by these young gossamer wings of truth. For the revolution, Salvador Limones.
I'm not done reading it yet, but maybe later.
Should we read it? Just tell me and I read it.
Ah, Lady Luck. Look out below.
Le numéro gagnant. Le 9, rouge. Impere manque. 9, red.
This is an outrage. I bet on number 2. Why didn't it come up number 2?
Ah, monsieur, je suis vraiment désolé. I do not pick the winners. These things are all controlled by the man upstairs.
Well, please tell the man upstairs that Police Chief Bogan was very upset when he left. And when he returns later this evening, he would prefer to have better luck.
Oui, monsieur. Bonsoir. I will definitely tell him. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît.
Seems like we have pissed off a chief. Oh well. What's the worst that could happen, right?
Hello, Manny.
Hola.
Hi, buddy.
Manny, the police chief walked through and I tried playing a song for him and he yelled at me.
Oh, don't sweat it, mano. He's just mad because he lost at the tables.
Isn't he always supposed to win so he keeps liking us and never raids us?
He wouldn't raid us. It's a holiday. Quiet night, huh, carnal?
Day of the Dead ain't good for business, Chief. But last night, remember last night, Manny? Oh, wait!
What's that you're playing?
Oh, this is just a little, you know, love song for a special lady.
Sing a little bit of that song, why don't you?
Well, I only have this part. Bone wagon.
I like it. You think she'll come in tonight?
Who, my special lady?
No, Meche.
You know what, Manny? I think she will. I got a feeling tonight's the night.
You know, when we leave, I'm actually gonna miss this place.
Ah, Manny, why can't we just stay here? We got our fancy club. We got 3 squares a day. Max lets me take the bone wagon out on his kitty track once a week. Plus, we look good in these clothes.
Gladys, I can't live in this world forever. It's not where I belong. I've got to find Meche and help her. Because if it weren't for me, she'd have been on that train a year ago.
Okay, Manny.
Well, I'll let you get back to practicing.
I don't need to practice, man. I'm good.
Let's get ourselves some liquor.
Ah, Marillo de Oro. A very fine liqueur filled with solid gold flakes. Yes, I better take this with me for safekeeping.
Just who would put gold flakes into his drink? Seems to me like something that wouldn't be very healthy for you. It's like, hey, let's put isotopes in our drink.
Of course not, Manny. I mean, it is your club, right?
Right. So what are you doing in it? Didn't I tell you not to come back until you can pay your bar tab?
Oh, or they kicked me out of that cat track for printing fake betting stubs. So now I have to come here, Manny, which I love,
How did you print fake betting stubs?
With this. Isn't she beautiful? The last time I was incarcerated, I shared a cell with the most dishonest con man I ever met. He was strictly small time, and I managed to steal this from him quite easily.
Thanks. You never know when this may come in handy.
Hey, give that back to me, Manny.
Maybe once you settle your bar tab, eh, Charlie?
Oh, Manny.
What else can you counterfeit?
Nothing. Anything.
When I think of something I need, I'll come back.
I'm not a wishing well, Manny.
No, but you are. You owe me big time.
Why aren't you over at the roulette tables?
The roulette is for lonely widows and Frenchmen. Why don't you get some slot machines, Manny? Everybody, old women, little children, they all love slot machines. And I have a system, an infallible system for beating them.
I think slot machines attract an undesirable element.
Oh, well, we're all undesirable, Manny.
Yeah, but your credit's no good to boot. All my friends are lonely widows and Frenchmen.
Except me, Manny. I'm here to keep you sane.
That's a nice suit. Where'd you steal it?
Manny, if you learn to play the odds like Chowchilla Charlie, then maybe you too can have a suit this fine someday.
Oh, my suit is finer.
Well, I've got a club to run, so...
Oh yes, please, Manny. Get on with your glamorous life.
Le numéro gagnant, le 5, Rouge Impériment.
Alright, let's get out of this club, shall we? Have some look around Rubacavra. First we talk to Loop.
Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny. I have to tell you about my new organizational system for the coats.
Think she'll come in tonight?
Manny, you ask me that every night. What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to say, yes, I think tonight's the night.
Yes, I think tonight's the night that you finally go nuts from waiting for the grand entrance of Ms. Mercedes Colomar.
Let's try that again, shall we? Think she'll come in tonight?
Yes, I think tonight's definitely the night.
Thank you. It's my fault she's out in the woods alone, you know.
If you say so, Manny.
Bogan looked mad when he left?
Yeah, what happened?
Hey, we all run out of luck eventually.
Careful, Manny, or you're gonna get us shut down.
How's the flow tonight?
We're dead tonight, Manny. Everybody's back home for the Day of the Dead, I guess. Except for the casino. The casino's hopping. Why is it that all the people who don't go home are the same people who just love to gamble?
Well, I guess when you've got nothing to go home to, you've got nothing to lose.
Hey, we should put that over the door.
Yeah, that's a very good slogan, actually.
Everything okay back in the land of fur and fedoras?
Everything's in order. It's beautiful. I can't wait for people to come in and try the new system. It's so cool. Want to hear about it?
Okay, tell me all the details about your new coat check system.
Yay! Okay, I found all these plastic tiles in the back, left over from the automat, and guess what? They all have numbers on them. So what I'm doing is, I give one to everyone who checks a code in and... Manny, you're not even listening to me. I go to all this work organizing your coats, and you don't even care.
Lupe.
Forget it. Don't pretend to care.
No, I want to hear.
Hup, no. I'll tell someone else about it. Someone who cares.
Okay, back to work.
Okay.
Oh, Loop. Alright, let's get going to Rubacavra. Actually, it's hard to speak when you're playing an adventure because it's so much talking.
Manny, help me. I've been lost for so long. Why didn't you look for me?
I did. You ran off. Why?
Because you said I was no good. I've been all alone in the world for a whole year. And it's all because of you!
Those birds actually look like Domino. Bad boy. Go get her, Manny. Why would you do that?
This gonna be an annual thing with you, Manny? Every Day of the Dead, you toss your bones into the drink and I fish them out?
I don't plan to be around that long, Velasco. As soon as I find out where that ocean liner's going, I'm after it.
Ho ho! That ship's going to Puerto Zapato. That's the other side of the world. Ain't no ships going out that way but the old Limbo here,
But nothing. If the Limbo's my only hope, then I'm already on board.
Well, good luck, son. That's all I got to say.
What do you mean?
All right, so I'm ready to sail.
On what?
On the Limbo, man. Let's go.
Manny, the Limbo's not a passenger ship. She's small cargo, son. And every hand on board works.
I'll work.
What are your skills?
Sales and restaurant management.
Oh, hey, there is one opening on the Limbo's crew.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's in the engine room. And your buddy Glottis would be perfect for it, but he'd have to get his own tools.
Okay, if I get Glottis some tools, can we board?
He can, yes. No offense, Manny, but there's just no place for you aboard the Limbo. She's fully manned already. In fact, her whole crew's on board, ready to sail at dawn. Except for that one guy.
Who's the one guy who hasn't boarded yet?
Yeah, well, Seaman Naranja's a little late, but he'll be here before they sail.
What job did Naranja have?
He ran the galley.
Aha, restaurant management.
Yeah, it's similar to what you're doing now, except the fish is fresher on the Limbo.
Oh, come on, my fish is always fresh.
What if Naranja doesn't show up? I can fill his spot, right?
Manny, you're not even in the Maritime Union.
I know that, and you know that, but we're two guys who can keep secrets, right?
Glottis is exempt, but the captain will ask for your card. And if you don't have one, they'll serve you to the sharks like chum. And what's worse, I'll get fined. That's a tough union, boy.
What kind of tools does Glottis need?
Authentic CB equipment only.
Where do I get authentic CB equipment?
Why don't you ask a CB? Afraid of getting stung?
Where do you think Naranja is?
Probably home selecting recipes for the trip.
Nope.
What's going on in that bottle? A tugboat?
This happens to be a perfect scale replica of the SS Lumbago. I'm just having a little trouble getting the walking beam to fit in the neck here.
That's funny, because a lumbago is usually more of a problem in the lower back than the neck. Nothing. I'd better go finish packing.
Aye, you do that, son.
Alright, let's get ourselves some equipment, shall we? But first we go over here. Blue casket. We have some beatniks. Talk to us.
Don't you see? When the government fades away, so will our troubles.
Ah, nonsense. We will always need some armed force to fight off the return of capitalism.
That sort of fascist thinking is as dead as you are, comrade. When we get rid of all the guns, that's when people will begin to self-police. And the public opinion alone will keep them from committing crimes.
Hola, trust funders.
Hey, look who's making the scene. It's Manny Calavera, the up, the down, the backside of the nouveau riche.
Beat it, dinner jacket. We're talking about things you wouldn't understand, like truth and beauty.
Oh, you think about that, but have I actually told you that I am friends with Salvador Limones?
Hey, did I ever tell you guys that you remind me of my friend, Salvador Limones?
Salvador Limones is a fairy tale, a spook story the man tells the masses as he puts them to sleep.
Idiot! Salvador Limones is a very real and a very great man.
He also writes a mean letter.
What is this? I, Salvatore Moniz, salute you, Manuel Calavera, a great ally in this noble revolution. You really know Salvatore Moniz? What's he like? Why didn't you tell us you were a freedom fighter, Manuel?
I can't talk about my underground gig, man, where I put the whole scene in Dangerville.
Wow, heavy.
Hey, I've got a split, so, Viva la revolucion.
Oh, man.
Would you cats mind if I dug on this book for a while?
Knock yourself out, brother.
Labor Organization and Revolt Made Easy. Chapter 1. The workers shall control the means of production. Ooh, better not show that to Glottis.
Oh, you know what? We can actually use the microphone and make some poetry.
Testing. Testing. Good evening. I like to read a poem.
Do it!
Do it.
Just do it. I would love if that would work. Do it. Just do it.
I crave disappointment. I am your failure. Innerness. Ignore me. Falling. Pointlessness. In the slaughterhouse of my soul.
Does he hear? Hear?
Wake. The phone is for me. You said this to me in your sleep. Everything, Ness. Fiddle-dee-dee. The end.
We hear you, Daddy.
Wasn't that beautiful? Please tell me it was beautiful.
Lola? What are you doing here? This crowd doesn't go much for souvenir pictures, except maybe of Lenin.
Shh! Manny, I'm on a stakeout. I'm gonna prove to Maximino once and for all that Olivia's no good for him.
Still hung up on Max, eh? Take my advice, Angel. Forget about him. He's a gambling racketeer.
Like you.
Oh, that hurts, baby.
Hey, shh! Here they come.
Come on, sugar. How about a kiss for the road?
Oh, ick. Don't let me down, Nick. You're a lawyer. You're not supposed to have feelings.
I don't, but I know a good tart when I see one. Hey! If Maximino sees that, we're going to end up in matching terracotta pots.
Don't be silly. He wouldn't hurt me. He loves me. Manny, at last we're alone. Tell me, how are the bourgeoisie?